Hello guys, welcome to this class. In this class, we'll be understanding the basics of PTE Academic Listening module in a crisp manner. So first of all, starting with this, what is the duration of listening module? The duration of listening module is minimum half an hour, 30 minutes, maximum 43 minutes time. That's the duration of PTE Academic Listening module. And when do you get to see the listening module in the real test? In the real test, when you finish your speaking, your writing, your reading, at last you have the listening module coming in the real exam. So there are two sections in the listening module with the duration of 30 to 43 minutes duration. It is divided into two sections, section 1 and section 2. Section 1 has only one task, which is called summarize spoken text. And section 2 has remaining 7 types of questions, remaining all the types of questions. Please understand, section 1 only summarize spoken text. Section 2 has all the remaining tasks. So there are total 8 types of tasks which are there in the listening module. 8 varieties of tasks, in which one is there in section 1, remaining 7 are there in section 2. So interesting numbers. So in these 8 tasks, only 4 tasks are important. Okay, you don't have to work on all 8 tasks rigorously. You have to work on 4 tasks rigorously to get your target score or desired score in PTE exam. And one task in listening is super duper important. That is called Write From Dictation. That score table is coming up. You will be able to see it in the next slides. So before that, we will have a thing here. Number of questions, how many you will get in the listening module? You get 12 to 20 questions in the listening module total. Within section 1, section 2 all together, you get 12 to 20 questions in your PTE listening module. So now, who does the assessment in the listening module? The assessment for summarized spoken text and dictation to some extent is done by the artificial intelligence. For the remaining thing is normal assessment, because when you are going to answer some questions like fill in the blanks, highlight incorrect words, it doesn't require AI and all. Normal assessment is fine. So that's what it does. So listening tasks and their respective scores, let's look at these things. So the first task in the listening module is summarize spoken text. Okay, it's all about listening to a lecture or conversation, writing a 50 to 70 word summary for that. It's super easy, very, very easy. And it is close to a task called retell lecture in the speaking module. All right. So how many questions you get in the real test from summarize spoken text? You get either 1 question or 2 questions from summarize spoken text in the real test. When you answer this 1 to 2 questions 100% accurately, you will get a score of 10 to 20 marks in listening, and then 7 to 14 marks in writing, right? This is the weightage of summarized spoken text. So after summarized spoken text, you have this multiple choice question, multiple answers, not very important task, not at all important task. You get 1 or 2 questions in the exam. The contribution of this task is hardly half marks, sometimes even lesser than that. No need to focus on this. I don't want to discuss this. You want some information on this, it will be coming in the next one. Fill in the blanks is one of the important tasks in listening module, guys. You get 2 to 3 questions in the fill in the blanks part in the real test. 2 to 3 questions, minimum 2 questions, maximum 3 questions. When you answer these 2 to 3 questions 100% accurately, you get a score of 10 to 15 marks in listening, and then 5 to 7 marks in writing you get from fill in the blanks. Once again, I'm telling you, listening, fill in the blanks, listening and writing fill in the blanks is very, very one of the important tasks in the listening module. Then highlight correct summary, not very important task in the listening module. It is hardly important. So you get half mark to listening, half mark to reading from this. It's all about listening to an audio and identifying the right summary for the audio. That's it. Multiple choice, single answer, not an important task, guys. If you want to know, upcoming videos have the class for multiple choice single answer. You go through it. Absolutely unimportant task. Select missing words, again an unimportant task in the listening module. You don't have to really strain yourself here. Hardly the score matters to you. And then highlight incorrect words is an important task in listening module. You get 2 to 3 questions from highlight incorrect words. When you answer these perfectly, you get 10 to 15 marks in listening, and then around 5 to 7 marks in reading from highlight incorrect words. It's all about, guys, clicking the incorrect words by listening to the audio. You will be understanding that in the upcoming classes. Write from dictation is super duper important task. This is what I was mentioning about some time back. Okay, the one super duper important task is what? Write from dictation. It's all about listening, remembering a sentence and typing it. Okay, typing a sentence at a time. That's what this task all about. Very easy task and high score task in Pearson, PTE Academic and core both exams for that matter. So the score that is coming from dictation is approximately 30 marks, or sometimes more than that. And it's never less than that. It's always more than 30 plus marks it will give you. So huge score, right? 90 marks is the ultimate score for listening, right? And then in the 90, at least 30 marks are coming from write from dictation. So you can imagine the kind of importance it has in getting the score. And also, along with the listening score, it is also going to give you the writing score of approximately 15 marks or sometimes less. Minimum 15 marks it gives you in the writing when you answer it. All right. So this is the chart of listening module tasks and their respective numbers, guys. Now, if you are answering all the listening tasks perfectly, accurately, you cannot get 100% score in listening. Only because of these tasks, you cannot get 90 marks in listening. You have to get help from what? You have to get some more marks from other module, which is called speaking module. I'll show you those tasks. Okay. So repeat sentence, which is a task from speaking, gives you approximately 20 marks to your listening. And then retell lecture again, which is a task from speaking module, gives you about how many marks? 7-10 marks in listening. And answer short questions hardly gives any score. So if you have to get 100% score in listening module, you have to do well in listening module. You have to also do well in speaking modules, especially these two tasks, repeat sentence and retell lecture. Then you can get a good score in the listening module. If you have to get a good score in listening, what mistakes you should avoid? You should avoid mistakes like spelling errors, okay, writing wrong keywords you have to avoid in summarized spoken text. So these two are the major things, and you should learn to write notes for summarized spoken text. Now, take the quiz to assess your understanding and improve your skills.